Our live episode 301 of the Timbo Schmitty Show. Timbo Schmitty Sugar Show. Tim, he should be here in a little bit. He wanted to start 30 minutes late, but I already have plans, so I said we're starting on time. If you want to pop in 30 minutes late, and we could rip it. If you guys are watching the visual portion of this show, you see Schmitty has one eyebrow. And it looks pretty good. He also has a wig on. Or does he? I don't know. It looks real to me. We can get right into the eyebrow bet. So I wasn't even there when you guys made this bet. It was Sono, Schmitty, Garrett. Was Warlike there?
Yeah.
Warlike was there. Schmitty, I don't know where it came about, but Schmitty challenged Sono to eat 50 Reese's Pieces cups.
It's all your fault, LABs. Fart.
So he in an hour and 20 minutes. If you would have said an hour, I don't think he gets it done. But an hour and 20 minutes, 50 Reese's, and he couldn't puke. He ended up not puking at all. He said he wanted to, but his body just wouldn't. But he did it. Hour, 20 minutes, pretty much on the dot, and 50.
To be fair, bro, we were watching an LA Beast video, and he was having the king size.
See, I don't know
what
what
you
you guys
had
mean by
regular
that.
size buttercups, which is still an impressive feat. I couldn't eat 50
But
like Sono.
I think king size is 3 Reese's in one package, and they're the same size Reese's.
We saw.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I think.
Garrett did research. Is that not true? The king size is just, so if he had 50 of the king size,
it would be the same size?
well, it'd be 50 times
Type in
3.
how many
So
different sizes of Reese's are there?
So the king size is just 20, is just a bigger, more Reese's in one package.
I thought it was a thicker Reese's cup.
No.
And then we even at the gas station this morning saw jumbo size Reese's cups.
Okay, well, jumbo's excessive.
So, yeah.
Huh?
2.8
And
ounces.
2.8 ounces. He's doing the
Jobin's-
math. That's 4 Reese's peanut butter cups.
Jobins, if your eyebrows were on the fucking line for a bet, would you want to be there?
See, that was my fault. I took Ward to Fry's. He's just visiting, doing jiu-jitsu, and I got him some groceries. And we walked past the Reese's, big ass thing of Reese's by itself. I'm like, this
And it
is
was
the time.
God.
This is the time.
You can fucking walk into any store and gas
Let's listen
station.
to Garrett. Exact same.
It is the exact same. 2 Reese's are the same size as 4 of them. So half of a king size is the same
So
size
it's just
as 2
the amount
regular.
in one package.
It's the same ounce per
They
Reese's cup.
probably titled it king size because it sounds better. But anyway, the bet was fair. You should have been there. Yes, that was my fault. But 100%,
Next time I learned.
it was legit, and that was disgusting to watch. And
Are you going to release the video? What's going on with that?
Tuesday. We're
goes
releasing the
down?
video Tuesday. Also releasing the Cardinals video. Went and played football with the Cardinals. That was so much fun.
It looked like a lot of fun.
Went and did drills with Kyler Murray. Ran a couple routes. Met some offensive line, defensive lines. The linebacker, Marvin Harrison Jr. It was a childhood dream come true. My first dream, my first love was football.
That's so
NFL.
cool.
I wanted to be in the NFL. Morning, I watched NFL Total Access all summer long. Football season wasn't going on. I knew everything was going on in the trades. I knew who was where. I knew everything about football. Loved it.
How cool was it meeting the football players and then seeing them excited to meet you? I bet that was cool.
It's still a trip to me. Like those guys, it's so weird because they're so big and they're younger than me, and they're in the NFL. It's weird. I'm like 3, 4, 5 years older than some of those guys.
It was weird watching the one guy just hit the bag and it go flying, and then I watch you and it just kind of barely moved. I was like, damn. Did it?
No, but it was, yeah. The level of strength in those big fellas is
It's kind of cool because that's how I feel around like average size people. Like you feel, what it's like to be 5'2" now.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it felt like. But that was seriously so much fun running around, kicking the football. Sono had a hell of a time. He's he's fucking obsessed with the NFL too, so it was a good time to go.
The real question is, the photos going around and you kicking the field goal, but did you make it?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The answer would be yes if I did.
And it was cool seeing you cut that one guy. That was like, was that real?
That was real.
That was real.
That was real. He's a linebacker and receiver. It happens. No, he was cool. That was fun.
I have conspiracy theory talk, but a lot of Jobins probably hate me for it.
About what?
Mark Zuckerberg.
About what?
He said, did you hear about all the stuff recently with the Russian misinformation and COVID misinformation that he's coming out saying, hey, I'm not letting you guys hush me this time. Yeah, because apparently the Biden administration made him quiet.
Made Facebook quiet or what?
Made him censor some shit that he was saying was true. Then they said it was disinformation. Then apparently it is true. So here's my theory.
Okay.
You know, you're a man of upper hands. When it comes to deals, when it comes to negotiation and fighting and bets with the boys, you want to have the upper hand, right? So I think Mark Zuckerberg played this one. I think he knew that they would do that, and now he had that and said, hey, look, I have this, and now I'm going to have to, because now he's not going to let anyone influence him. So basically he's saying you can't have power over me.
You lost me.
I know. It's pretty deep.
Yeah, that was too deep for me.
I know. It's pretty interesting, though. It's pretty interesting.
This pod, we got to keep it a little dumb for us.
Okay.
Because I think you lost us. I don't know if it made sense.
I know. All right, Jones.
You see Merab's in Tijuana, Mexico, pretended to drink. Do you think he's tricked anybody with pretending to take those shots?
Well, the way he's dancing kind of looks like it.
Well, he does. I mean, he does that in a lot
It'd
of his
be
videos.
stupid to be drinking that close
Well,
to
yeah,
this fight.
he's not. But the way he danced, I'm not going to lie, it's pretty sweet. I like that. It is fucking sweet. I kind of want to fucking sleep him and then hit one of those little cha-cha-chas on him.
Yeah. He probably gets drunk pretty easy, too. He's a little guy. Probably like
That's true.
one shot would
That's
be good.
true. But he went on the Schmo pod saying he doesn't drink and he doesn't like drinking, and then he's pretending to drink. It's like, buddy, all the comments were like, dude, this isn't like, you didn't fool
He's just
anybody.
punch drunk.
He is. I think he's just a little bit something. Nick Diaz says, "Don't think for a sec I forgot about all you little fighters who had a lot of shit to say about me. I am going to hunt all you pussies down one at a time after I'm done with this guy."
Sounds like Jay from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
I was thinking that too, dude.
Yeah. Ilya Taporia, Alex Volkanovsky says, "I reckon I'll be there. You know what I mean? I'm usually hanging around and pestering my managers and the matchmakers. I'm always hanging around. You can't get rid of me. I'll be there," referring to Ilya vs. Max. Ilya says he wants to get knocked out every year. Twice, maybe. Someone has to give him good advice. He needs some rest. I'm telling you, he needs some rest. His head, at least.
Oh, that's brutal, dude.
Well, I mean, I rewatched Islam versus Volk 2 just a few days ago. Actually, it might have been yesterday. That was a brutal knockout.
Man.
And then to get knocked out again by Ilya 6, 7, 8 months, whatever it was, later.
How much time do you think you need off, really, after getting knocked out to be in another fight like that?
I mean, does anybody really come back? I don't know. It's hard to say. Khalil Roundtree is suspended, but UFC 307 main event still on, as it should be. The whole situation with Khalil Roundtree, I heard it when he was on Rogan podcast talking about it, saying, hey, he was taking a supplement and didn't realize it had this in it. He reached out, but it was like, I mean, it sucks for him, but I think I'm glad they're getting him on there still. Which is, I don't really understand how they're doing it, but
I know, that's crazy. It's like, that's the first time that's happened, right?
yeah, I mean, I think everything should be circumstantial, so I think that's okay. Sean Strickland on Machine Gun Kelly said, "Shut the fuck up! Don't speak on me anymore." Apparently went off on Sean Strickland on the Logan and Mike Malek Impulsive podcast. Sean Strickland said, "Getting lectured by a guy who drinks blood and wears a purse. Dog, you had a midlife crisis and tattooed your entire body. The X community of intolerance. Y'all, I'd hang out with toxic trolls any day over this cunt. Go back to cutting yourself, you fucking weirdo." What do you think about that?
Well, you know, MGK, like he was saying, he just has that presence where people fucking hate him, and then here you got Sean Strickland just coming up out of nowhere hating on you. So leave MGK alone, man. Leave MGK alone, Sean Strickland. Don't hurt him. He'd fuck him up. And MGK, you know, can you blame the guy for being a little upset that you got this fucking fighter coming at you for nothing, for no reason?
Yeah, I'm not really gonna pick a side. It's whatever it is. It's just internet bullshit, really.
Yeah.
But it's like, you gotta be careful telling. Like, MGK probably won't ever get close to face to face with Sean Strickland. So it's like, but still, it's like, you gotta be careful who you talk shit to. Even me as a fighter, like, I don't want to be fucking locked in a room with Sean
Dude,
Strickland.
think about this, though.
And I've said a lot of shit.
He's smashing Megan Fox, bro. He probably has so much confidence.
Wait, isn't Megan Fox's kids all trans?
Yeah, this is really weird and true. Yeah, that's crazy. It's like statistically impossible.
He might be a vampire. Leave me alone.
I don't know about all that shit, man. I'm just gonna stick to MMA shit, man. Crazy MMA fact of the day: the last time Stipe Miocic won a fight, Alex Pereira, DDP, and Ilya Taporia had not even begun their UFC career yet. Wow,
That's crazy. Time.
Dude, time is so fucking weird. God damn, that's crazy. Doesn't seem like it was that long ago watching Stipe beat Francis for the first time, or the first time they fought.
Mm-hmm.
Where he was double leg running him across the cage.
I forget what I was watching last night, but it was someone just talking about Stipe, and it was getting me all actually really excited for the John Jones fight, because they're saying he's been in there working hard, he's still in there training, and he's not.
Yeah.
He hasn't like.
People don't give Stipe enough credit. Because he did take out Francis at least once, you know. John Jones has never fought him.
And then they fought again, and Francis looked like a fuck. It looked like he didn't improve leaps and bounds. Dana White announces Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler, Charles Oliveira fight news coming soon. What if they all fight each other? That's a huge announcement. What do you think about that? Charles, I know there was rumors Charles and Volk were gonna fight, but then Volk came out and said he wants to wait for a title shot at 45. So it's like, who the fuck's Charles gonna fight? What if it's Charles versus either? I mean, Charles versus Conor would be fucking sick. Just as sick as Conor versus McGregor.
I'm upset.
50,000 on my head.
I'm upset.
Disrespect.
You know why I'm upset, Sean?
Why?
I watched this podcast with these guys, and they had a good point.
Okay.
This spear event is kind of dumb.
Sphere, but anyway.
I know. I say it, and I don't care.
Okay, yeah. Spear.
It should, if it's going to be Mexican independence, it should be in Mexico. Fans, first off, your Mexican fans have a hard time getting over here enough, and then you just priced out the 1% can buy the fucking tickets.
You don't think there's a lot of Mexicans here?
There are, but dude, they're talking. They were saying like it was like 2 weeks out, and they still have like.
Hey, I hope that's my boy Tim Oh, that's what I'm talking about, buddy. Morning, man. We haven't started.
We haven't started.
Barely started, man. You want to rerun everything we talked about already?
Yeah.
Schmitty, go sit down and tell me finish your thought about the spear.
The spear.
So Schmitty's just started saying he's a little upset about the spear, and he thinks it should be in Mexico because Mexicans can't get to America, which I don't know if I've ever heard anyone ever say Mexicans can't get to America.
No, I'm just,
Okay. No, I'm
maybe
kidding, but continue that thought.
It should just be Mexican independence fight card should be in Mexico, and then this spear, Dana White promised this big thing. You're like the most colorful champion the UFC's ever had, promotion wise, and you're an exciting fighter. And I just think the spear should have been based around you instead of Mexican Independence Day, just because it's kind of like, I don't know. There was a lot of good points. Just doesn't make sense. The whole thing just kind of doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, I can see what you're saying. Instead of having the spear be Mexican, it should be the Sugar Show and be crazy about that. And I get it. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll be lit anyway. How's it going?
Doing good.
You sound refreshed.
Yeah, we had a few shots of tequila last night. Me and the boys, Norman, and Warlike.
I had a couple.
And we went down to Westgate, and there.
Is there some hood rat?
Oh yes.
I could have me a good girl, still be addicted to the hood rat. Is that how you were feeling?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, other than that, it was a good time.
What time did you go to bed?
That's the headache from that tequila, though. And I was I like every shot. I drink like 2 bottles of fucking water, in between.
I wonder.
Just shitty water, though, probably.
Yeah, I wonder, because I had a couple shots of tequila not too long ago, and I just didn't feel bad at all.
It could have been the mixing between the different types.
But I also had cocaine. No, I'm joking. I'm totally kidding. I'm kidding. Totally kidding. Damn, but overall, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, it was a good time coming out with the boys. No, it was too far away. That place is like 5 minutes from my house, so it's a nice little place. But officially 2 weeks from today, we'll be done with the fight.
You said it before I got to it. I always like to say that leading up to these fights. I always say it's fucking time. Just an absolute crazy thing to think about. Real quick, I'll read you this. Speaking of time, last time Stipe Miocic won a fight, Alex Pereira, DDP, and Ilia Topuria had not even begun their UFC career yet. That's crazy. All champs right now. But yeah, 2 weeks from today, the jet flies home around noon. We'll be waking up just fucking and still. I'll probably have a boner with a belt on around my neck.
Oh my God! Had some gosh darn excellent sparring on Friday.
Last
and
one.
Did more sparring than really usual, huh?
I think we did more sparring because I didn't have any little nagging injuries. Every time we spar, you risk kicking an elbow, you risk tweaking your back, tweaking your rib, hurting your hand, getting a cut. You just risk. Every time you spar, it's a little bit risky, even with good training partners. This camp, I kicked a little elbow like 5-6 weeks ago, hurt my foot a little bit, healed up in 2 days, and got through sparring fresh, feel good.
I mean, it shows how durable your body's getting too, because for the sparring, it's not like we're sparring buddies. It's like, okay, I sparred this guy. It's got sparring guys you've never even seen shadow box before.
Yeah. Do you like THC and electrolytes? If you do, I have something special for you. This is Antidote. Antidote is a 0-calorie THC infused electrolyte product that I have been loving recently. I really have.
Electrolyte cocktail, THC drink, low dose. It's not going to mess you up too bad. It's going to keep you hydrated and make you feel good and relaxed. With a beautiful flavor.
Gives your body a nice high and it just puts you in a good move. It's been my go-to because not only does it hydrate me, but the THC has helped me speed up my recovery and reduce any pain I've been feeling after a long day of rolling.
Antidote, as you dialed in, always.
My favorite flavor has been the blue raspberry, 4 milligrams THC, so it's a very low dose. It doesn't get you really faded. You can still, if you're wanting to go to a little meeting that you got to go to and you want to just loosen up a bit, it's the perfect thing without poisoning your body with alcohol. Antidote ships also all over the U.S., including our home state, AZ. So click the link below and use code TimboSugar for 15% off your entire order and experience hydration you can feel.
Yeah.
Bringing them in, fresh guys, to mimic him. So I was
5-5, fresh guy each round. That was, I mean, that's the first time we ever did that, really. I mean, we've done 5. The first time I ever did any MMA 5 rounds was against Cheeto. We've done 4 rounds MMA and then held mitts and grappled and stuff. But the first time I ever actually did 5-5s MMA was against Cheeto. And then last Friday, we did 5-5s.
Yeah.
Because it's, you know, you were in the 5th round after doing 4 rounds with fresh people. It's just like your heart rate's high. You don't want to risk any injury at that point. So we were always just cautious and just did hard mitts and aerodyne sprints and grappled.
And it was impressive. I mean, to me, it's just like you go into a sparring where you're sparring fresh guys and your first 2 rounds don't go the greatest. Like they're not your best rounds. And you're battling these mental demons knowing you have 15 more minutes with fresh guys. It's like, but you came back and your 4th and 5th was your best rounds. I was like, Dad, I was glad my amateurs got to see that.
Yeah.
To be able to turn that around.
And that goes through my head too. Just like and even watching some of the amateur spar Saturday, it's like, God, you go in there, you get leg kicked a couple times, you don't win the round, and then you're frustrated going back to your seat. You get 1 minute to get your heart rate back down, to get your mind calm, and you're frustrated with how that round went. It's like you're wasting mental energy, you're wasting physical energy, you're not getting your heart rate where it needs to be. So and that was me. You know, I've sparred for the last fucking 12 years or whatever it's been, but that's hard to get to that point. And it just comes from experience, literally having the knowledge and then implementing it, and then just experience. No matter what happened that last round, it's like it doesn't matter.
It's so crazy to me to think like about how you can like inspire the amateur fighters like that. And it's like when you guys were in those amateur levels, like was there any fighter that stood out to you that like when you saw them spar and like just like was inspiring because like damn, they had to dig deep just to do those like 4 or 5 5th round?
Yeah, I mean, when I finally moved down to the lab and I was watching guys in UFC, I was like, Benson was the one that stood out. Dude would go on vacation, come back, do 5-5s, and I was like, what the fuck? That is just a freak athlete. But it showed me like, okay, that's possible. But I mean, just watching, anytime people had fights coming up and they got closer to the fights, they would do 3 rounds in a row. And I was always like, damn, that's crazy, dude. And they did 3 rounds in a row with the fresh guy each round. So so many different guys from the lab.
That is crazy. Dude, seriously, it's just bad because I get tired after 1 round and it's like thinking about having a fresh person too.
Hell yeah. Well, especially when you're the champion too, even when it was Benson or when it's Suge, it's like this person has the opportunity against the champion, so their nerves are there. It's like a fight.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the videos of Merab go to Mexico?
We brought it up but didn't talk about it at the time. We basically said he was fake drinking, but the dance moves were sick.
And the dance moves were good, but I wonder if he went there to actually like get some boxing work with a random coach a week out from the like fight.
Dude, honestly, why else would he go to Tijuana other than maybe make that video? Maybe that couldn't have been his main goal. I'm gonna make a funny video, it's gonna go viral. Or if it was gonna go spar with these boxers, probably spar or get hair implants. One of the two.
Or just hit mitts. Maybe it wasn't even sparring.
Oh yeah, because it's cut.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to fucking put my finger so far at his cut.
It'd be nice to split that thing so open where it's just a flat. It just looks like a just puss over the eye.
Oh, that'd be the first pussy he's gotten that close to his face. Other than his cat that he has custody over. We need a PI, a private investigator, to look into that. I want pictures of Merab walking with his cat to his car out of the stripper's house. Imagine. It'd be legendary.
It'd be too good.
I'll run it back before the year's out, says Dan Hooker. So we had Dana came out and said McGregor, Chandler, Oliveira knew was coming soon. It's like, it's hard to believe, you know what I mean, at this point for Conor to come back. So we'll see. But what about Oliveira? What do you think for him? Dan Hooker, Oliveira is pretty exciting.
Well, I'm wondering if they're going to wait till the Sphere press conference to announce everything.
What else we got going on? Canelo's big fights that same night. Oh, we haven't talked about that. Jokes. I don't know. I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
One thing for sure, though, is we got a new sponsor of this podcast. This is Ketones IQ, and I tried one before my grappling session with the caffeine, and I felt phenomenal. I did felt alert. I felt like I was making the right decisions. So, especially for people who are keto people, these might be a good little booster, and people that aren't, these might be a good little booster.
Those things legit. I've actually been taking the ketones for a while, and I think they used to be like $30 a pop. They're not big. They're pretty small. They used to be like $30 a pop. Now they're getting more out there, and they're coming down in price. They're still a little expensive, but dude, I like them a lot. I take them before sparring. It's something with your brain. It just keeps you fucking sharp. It's a good sustained energy release. Drink it before gaming. Dude, I'm telling you, I dropped 32 kills the other day. What do you think, dude? I'm also on fire right now. But these little drinks are fire. I had the caffeine one before sparring. Dude, I like them a lot. I really, truly love those things.
When I did my caffeine one too before rolling, it felt like the hour went by like boom. I'm like, what? Practice already done? What the fuck? But guys, save 30% off your first subscription order and receive a free 6-pack of Ketone IQ with ketone.com/TSS.
Centrémonos.
So give it a try. You won't regret it.
Centrémonos. No, I actually really fuck with those hard. You know what I'm saying? We talked a little bit about the Cardinals stuff. That shit was fun as fuck, dude. That was just so much fun. Sono had just as much fun as I did, just sitting there like smiling. Garrett did too, I think. But
a bunch of young bucks, which is weird, huh?
It is weird. 21, 22. Marvin Harrison was super, like just a young Marvin Harrison. I used to watch his dad play. Like that's back in my prime when I watched. And now his son, I met his son, super, super nice kid. 22, shy. Gum. But we have the video on YouTube. We're gonna be posting it this week, and then.
So were any of the players just absurdly huge?
Oh yeah, there was a couple guys that made Schmitt look small. Big William, guard, huge, massive.
Like 300.
Yeah, he was nice as fuck.
That's one thing. I wonder how big of a division it'd be if the UFC had super heavyweight. Over 265. There's a lot of motherfuckers over 265 that could never make 265.
Yeah. No, that would be interesting.
Open it up for a bunch of those D linemen, NFL players to come over.
That would be like a whole nother league. You know what's fun is we watched Pride highlight. I've never really ever sat down and watched Pride. I've seen like a little clip or here or there. We watched Pride's most brutal knockouts. We probably sat down for like 10 minutes-ish. And we'd go through them. Holy fuck, they would drop people to their knees, then soccer kick them in their face, or be in north-south and jump up, knee him in his fucking head. That was so brutal. And I didn't like watching it, but then Tim would remind me, pretend you're doing it to Merab, and then I enjoyed it. Yeah. But oh my God, that shit is brutal, dude. That changes fighting. Being in a front headlock, being on your back, being in like just any position up against the cage, trying to get up, being able to soccer kick somebody in the fucking head, that's fighting.
You would be so much more afraid to shoot a bad shot and get stuck in front headlock where you're getting your spine like crunched.
Or guard guys that like to sit on their back.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's scary back then. I can't believe no one died. I can't believe it because steroids were legal. You could take as much steroids as you wanted. Just jacked fucking freak shows. Soccer kicks, knees to the head of a down opponent. It's wild no one died.
That shit was fucking brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar Show Fantasy video dropped on my YouTube. We gave a tour of the cars and the Raris and the cage and shit like that. That was fun. Sick little vid. Turned out fire. Check that out. It's on my YouTube type shit. Huh?
Did you see Conor tweeted laughing at you?
Again?
It was on your story saying that you could beat him in a fight, and he's going on his story. A couple people sent it to me this morning.
Where at?
Instagram.
Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
Is it gone? That's a story, right? It's gone?
I don't know if it's gone. Someone sent it to me.
Man, this guy's a bully, man. Just an absolute bully.
He is.
It was weird not to have any fights on last night. That was weird, right? Usually there's something.
Well, I
But
think it's because it's Labor Day
There we
weekend.
go.
Here you go, right here. Sean O'Malley believes he'd beat Conor McGregor if they ever fought.
and he did a laughy face.
Yeah,
Son of a
he
gun.
basically said, he quote the thing got quoted you saying that, and then he just made a laughy face on his story.
Damn.
Son of a gun.
Talk about the dude's relevant.
So how's your crypto going?
Nah, this guy's a crypto machine over here, dude.
Teach us.
I know. I talked to Uncle M about it a little bit. It makes sense. Everything evolves. We went from fucking trading salt and fucking pepper to fucking gold and silver to dollars and cash. Now we're in the crypto era.
Mm-hmm. Did
I'm still a little-
did he invest?
I'm still a little hesitant. I mean, he has his own money in it. You have your money. I do have some money in Ethereum. I don't know if I should get some bitty titty coin. I don't know, man.
Be lit.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah. I don't know, man. WWJD is what I say.
The thing is, if you look up a Bitcoin video, it's just like you get spammed. Your feed gets spammed with it. Now I'm just clicking on it all the
Everything's
fucking
crypto.
time. My God.
That's fire.
Okay, the darker side of female nature. What girls don't want you to know. This is a female psychology thread. Every girl knows what a guy is trying to say. She just acts innocent. Girls fall in love with the one who avoids them most. Every girl enjoys doing so-called slutty things, but no female wants to be perceived as a slut. Didn't I already read these?
Yeah, you definitely
Okay.
did.
I read it
last
Definitely
episode.
This is the old notes. Fuck.
It's okay. You had tequila.
Yeah, you're right.
You should have seen Tim risen up this older lady in the tequila aisle yesterday. She was just warming up.
She got fucking soaked.
She did get soaked. She did indeed. Schmitty lost his eyebrow. I know we already talked about that, but god damn it, just looking over at him is just... You know what? It's crazy because he has like a wrinkle right there to where it looks like it's still there. And it kind of pisses me off that it doesn't look as funny.
I thought he was going to be one of the last ones to lose an eyebrow, just because he'd always be like, no, I'm not betting that. Like anything that he would possibly lose,
It was...
that he wouldn't do it.
But Schmitty's as bipolar as it gets, so you just got to hit him in one of those phases.
Or what would you say right now if you found out that him eating those was completely fake?
Revenge would be
On the top of my tongue.
I told Tim we should prank Schmitty and sit him down and say, Schmitty, he didn't eat any of them. But he did. And I didn't want you to fucking kill anybody, so.
Mm.
Or
I don't know
slam
why
it.
I did the bet. We were watching LA Beast videos, and he made it look like he's a competitive eater. He ate 60 of them, and again, he probably did it in like under a half hour.
Whew,
He did
see,
it
the
fast.
time would have fucked up.
It's like
so
a
long.
fast forward video, but
Yeah.
just watching him struggle made us all feel sick.
Oh,
So
watching
we're all-
Sono do it made me feel sick.
We were all just hanging out talking, and I was talking about the video, and someone was like, "Oh, I could do that." He got me. Sono's acting got me.
We need to get
And-
Warrior.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, I could do that easy." And me and the boy, and I don't. Garrett might have played along because Garrett's like, "Oh, no way,
Bro,
I can only eat like 16."
I genuinely thought that would make me sick. I thought you at least would puke.
Well, the thing I learned is we got a team full of actors here, and, yeah.
Throw those headphones on. Will you turn the Rodecaster Pro up a little bit? Listen to this.
It's better be JFK.
This is Robert Greene, brother.
Oh,
It's a great thing in life. You want boredom. If you don't experience moments of boredom, then something is wrong with you. And the reason is that when you're bored, you have to develop internal skills for dealing with it. You have to learn how to, with your own mind, find ways to entertain yourself. And so the worst thing that happens are people go for instant gratification. If you can deal with boredom, you understand that greater things will happen if you postpone your need for immediate gratification. So boredom is teaching you something. It's telling you develop your own skills. So instead of grabbing a video game to entertain yourself, when I was a kid, we had to invent games to deal with the boredom when our parents left us alone. We had to become creative and inventive. So you want to feel boredom. Boredom means that you have to do something yourself to get over it. You have to develop those internal muscles and go, I've got to entertain myself. I can't turn on a show. I can't play this game. I have to do it from something from within. If you listen to it and it will develop your character. If you listen to it and you learn the lessons from it properly.
God damn, that was good. That was good.
Do you? I know the thing is when you get bored, that's when you or pull out the old porn.
Oh, the old porn, too.
I've been doing a good job at not doing that.
You've been doing good at not jacking off?
Yes.
Good job.
Yes.
Dude,
it's just when I'm busy, though. It's just being busy. If I sit there and I'm just bored for a second, I'm like, what's some immediate gratification?
It's the Reddit.
Yeah.
Dude, being bored. Man, Elena, that just brings me back to Elena sometimes. If we don't turn on her TV, she doesn't have a tablet, which has been nice, but she does like to watch her show, which is probably because I fucking love watching my shows. But yeah, if she'll be like, I want to watch my show in the morning, I never let her, and she'll find something to do. She's so good at that, being a kid. But it's like we slowly lose that, just having Call of Duty, our fucking phones, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. We never have to be bored. Or you're bored on Twitter, which is probably even worse. You're just like surfing aimlessly. I've been doing a little bit better, not even nearly close to doing a great job. But I'll go and force myself to sit outside 5-10 minutes, just look at my trees, and just not bring my phone out there. Could be way better.
Okay, boys and girls, this episode is brought to you by Aries Tech. Elite athletes across various sports face an unseen opponent. Electromagnetic frequencies, Dr. Andrew Huberman confirms. Keeping the cell phone in one's pocket, and it does not matter if it's Wi-Fi or you're using cellular, decreases sperm quality and lowers testosterone overall. Enter Aries Tech, the NASA-inspired EMF modulation technology trusted by champions that seek optimal results. Exclusive partner to the UFC, WWE, and Canadian basketball. Aries is the secret weapon of stars like RJ Barrett, John Tavares, and NFL legend Tiki Barber to neutralize the negative effects of EMF. Backed by published peer-reviewed studies and over 20 global patents, Aries Tech offers a transparent, scientifically validated solution to protect and optimize peak performance using well-understood scientific principles. Aries Tech patents demonstrate how various waveforms from wireless devices are transformed by the LifeTune products to be biologically compatible with our body's natural frequencies. By removing the harmful EMF of technology without compromising its use, Aries Tech LifeTune devices come in various sizes for multiple cases. Attached to your phone, worn on a necklace or a keychain, or perched on the counter for a larger area protection for your home. Aries Tech products come in a versatile options. Get yours today at ariestech.com and use code capital TSS for an exclusive 25% discount. Also, don't miss out on the UFC Fan of the Year sweepstakes, where you can win 2 tickets to UFC 306 Noche in Las Vegas, plus 2 UFC gift cards and an athlete meet and greet at the Performance Institute. Sign up today at ariestech.com. Are you able to do that after gaming?
Sometimes.
Really?
Your mind is very stimulated, but sometimes I can do it. I do it every morning. I go and sit outside, but I do think about that. I'm like, okay, sit with the boredom. I feel like we've heard about this for a long time. Mm-hmm. Like just being bored is a good thing. I forget who talks about it, whether it's I think it's Osho or who, I don't remember exactly, but this topic's been brought up so many times to where it's kind of, I try to implement it a little bit, but it's just so hard with all the shit that we have.
Brendan, you get bored, but you have a super creative mind because you do movie scripts and that kind of stuff. So what do you do when you get bored?
Well, I've been lacking on the movie scripts, but I've been doing my even though it gets maybe 30, 50 views, but it's still something that's productive. So I've been releasing these What the X videos where I go on and find some controversial tweets or something, and I just discuss it. But that's, and take notes and stuff in the process of doing a pod. Mm-hmm. So that's therapeutic and also productive. So, and that kind of stops me from being bored at times.
Mm-hmm. And I was talking to you a little bit yesterday about Bitcoin, and Brendan here is a banking manager.
Nope.
Right?
Well, I'm not the manager, but I am a personal banker.
But in our minds, you're the manager.
Well, yeah, in our minds.
Hell yeah.
And then
I'm the man.
Yes. I mean, what are your thoughts about Bitcoin?
I think Bitcoin's a great investment, honestly. If you have the capital,
Safe?
you have the money to invest in Bitcoin, definitely. Because the thing that could make it not safe is like just the political pressure that gets put on certain investments, regulations, regulatory factors. Who knows, like, there's so much political stuff too involved with like how good Bitcoin could potentially be. But I think that, like, because
what if
you can't turn back time, so Bitcoin is not going anywhere.
What if the government wants to do their own coin, and so it's a little bit more regulated, but it's not the government, so they just push it on everyone, but it's really regulated, but not.
What's the Fed coin backed by? Just because like a lot of people are losing faith maybe in the U.S. dollar being backed, because it hasn't been backed by the gold standard since like the Nixon administration. So it's just really like all imaginary in a way.
Yeah.
So like what makes
weird.
Bitcoin not any more valuable? I really think Bitcoin is a great idea. Just in the long term, I just think long term, because there's going to be some struggle and some pushback on it being widely accepted in the utility of it.
Interesting times we live in, man. Interesting times we live in. But we're here. Present.
Well, what were you talking about, Brendan, when some of these like celebrities and stuff are making, like, I don't get how you make a coin, like, or their own crypto. You know, you were talking to me about that yesterday.
Like the crypto coins with like, because Steve Will Do It was the last one. And the CoffeeZilla guy, dude, he's just on freaking everybody.
Yeah.
But it's like, he had a good point. He's like, if these influencers don't want to get in trouble with like scams, then just don't open a crypto coin, because you have to have like a development team, like I guess a team of like engineers. Again, I'm no scientist, I'm no engineer, so I don't really understand the nuances that go behind creating and maintaining like a crypto and like the blockchain and all that. But I do know that you got to hire the right people, because otherwise you're going to get stuck holding the bag and looking pretty bad.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's crazy all the different cryptos that are out there.
It's the Wild West right now, right? Because it's like they still probably even need to think about like how they can punish like people that do criminal activities. What could you consider criminal at this time?
That's why I think they say the safest one is Bitcoin.
Yeah, right. Bitcoin, Ethereum.
Well, the more people talk about it too, the more value it has to the more people, the more valuable it becomes. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Did I say that right? Yeah. Like, Schmitty, what are you laughing at? Did it go over your head?
It was deep.
Schmitty fucking told me something so deep it went so over my head. I don't even know if it made sense.
He was talking about the Mark Zuckerberg letters.
Yeah, that one.
Earlier.
It's too deep for
and
me.
he was like thinking, because like Mark Zuckerberg's like a chess player in a way, you know, got to think 20 steps ahead. So he had them, even though he was like, they forced me to do disinformation and to demote the story, he was all willing to do what they said, because he knew he could use that as blackmail in the future. That was the theory.
So you're saying it's
so he had he has some favors in his pocket, and he's like, hey, I could call in on this.
What's your 10-year plan? Do you want to still live in Arizona, same academy, same gym, or do you want to venture out? Do you want to move? Do you want to live by the ocean?
I was talking to Mariah about that. I'm like, if we wanted to move, I wonder like how many. There'd probably be a handful of people that follow us. But at that point, I'd want instructors, which I will have, that can keep this place pumping.
Yeah.
As good as when I'm not here.
Yeah.
But I was talking to her. I'm like, where would we want to live? I mean, that's
some ocean. Does an ocean call you ever? Does like
is there places with horse property on the ocean?
I'm sure there's maybe. I'm sure you could find something, but what kind? Like, maybe not. I'm sure there's something.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I was like, we could live anywhere. Where would we want to live? Mariah and I were talking about. I'm like, it's just nice that it's just 2-hour flight from my parents.
Yeah,
my parents, my family. It's not that far. I mean, all our people are here.
What about Puerto Rico? We've talked about that a little bit before.
It's just so hard with a 10-year plan, because you just don't know what kind of things are coming and disrupt everything. About. Yeah, I think so. Because 10 years, I'd be 44.
I'll be 40.
Probably still biologically younger than you.
Brother, 10 years is going to go by so fast.
Dude, the last 10 years went by quick.
I've almost been in the UFC for 10 years. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I
what
guess
the hell?
not that much further from 5, I guess. Closer to 5.
Hearing Tim say that.
44? Dude.
It's weird though, because how old is Joe Rogan?
56, 57.
So he's 22 years older than me.
And he's fucking still looks good, thinks good.
Seems young. 57, so 23 years older.
I know, but these years are going by so fast. They're not as long as they were when we were young.
No.
A decade feels like 3.
Yeah, it is weird. Time does that. Elena, I think someone asked her, or was it you that said, "What are you gonna work soon?" And she said, "No, just play." Was it you?
That was
said
Mariah. I was asking
Mariah.
her.
So, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna work
What are
at
you
a
gonna
coffee
do when
shop?
you're older? Yeah.
Just play.
Just play.
She melts my heart. She'll have moods though. She was in a mood this morning where she couldn't walk, and I had to carry her everywhere. And then I just set her down. I'm like, "You need to walk." She's like, "No." I'm like, "Fine." I'm like, "Fuck." I'm failing.
I think though, like, if you could get out of the summer and get somewhere where it's at a lake house or somewhere in the mountains for 3 months and then come back here, because you forget how nice AZ is.
Yeah. Dude, it's already cooling down in the night, and in the morning it's cooled down like a lot. It's not just 112 all day at night in the morning. I've been going outside, sitting outside 6:30, 7 a.m. and it feels like winter already. It's so beautiful out.
What's your 10-year plan? You didn't answer. You asked, but you didn't answer.
I didn't get asked. So I'll be 39 in 10. I'll be damn near 40 in 10 years. So hopefully, fucking still champ. Dude, I love what Floyd's doing. Exhibition matches, boxing these guys, shit like that.
Cool,
just maybe once or twice a year, just fucking around. I think coaching, teaching, helping. Hopefully, we'll have some studs in the UFC. Still doing those fight trips. Fight weeks will be fun. Because right now, pretty much every fight week we go to, I'm fighting. I have to cut weight. So I mean, it's still fun. I'd rather do that than not. But hopefully, I mean, the little Montana trips we go to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like those fight weeks are so fun. So hopefully doing that. Hopefully we have some studs. Ezra will still be. I mean, he's a few years younger than me, so doing shit with him. Tommy.
There's so many young kids here
JoJo,
that aren't even
JSP,
18 yet.
Yeah, we have some serious potential at the gym. So hopefully, just sticking around fighting. I'm 100% gonna be in a basketball league with some, like, hopefully our whole group's playing like some basketball.
I'll ref.
No, you could be it. You're a 3-pointer.
Remember?
Yeah. You could
just
still
can't
blow it
hustle.
running reffing.
Yeah, but not as fucking.
But dude, I want to be active. Hopefully, I have like 13 kids.
It'll feel good for you to be able to start giving back and building up some other people, all your knowledge and shit.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
But I was like, also, I'm like, if we moved anywhere else, like, would it affect my overall happiness living somewhere else? I'm like, I don't think so.
I think we could figure out how to just do what we do wherever.
Yeah, exactly. But right here, we're around all our people and our friends.
The people is the thing. Like, I've thought about moving to them. Like, where the fuck would I go if all my friends are here? Just sit on a beach, just smiling, wishing I wasn't here.
Just
like,
texting the group chat.
Yeah, miss you guys. Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking so. Jack's got a dog, Diego.
He did. Where'd you get that?
Fucking size of a cat.
Family friend.
He got it from a family friend.
I mean, stop.
Are you gonna enter him in any dog fighting?
No.
Fucker
weighs 3 pounds.
Is he already potty trained?
No.
He just shits.
He's a puppy?
Yeah, he's 7 months.
Damn, dude. Because those are expensive dogs, aren't they?
I don't know.
Family friend.
He's a cute little shit.
Friend.
What's his name?
Diego.
Damn.
Go, Diego, go. Ventrémonos. Or whatever.
That's
what
awesome.
Centrémonos. Means let's focus up. Centrémonos. Right? Focus up. Centrémonos.
Something like that.
Something like that.
I wonder what we were doing 10 years ago on this day. I wonder what we were doing.
10 years ago on this day, I was... What the fuck? That's weird to think about. I was 19, but in 10, which doesn't seem that long ago, but in 10 years from now, I'll be 39. That seems weird. 19 years old, I moved here in April 14th when I was 19. So I was just here for a few months. May, June, July, August, September. We were probably just getting our first apartment together. Literally, Union Hills. That's probably what we were doing. Whoa, I just had so many memories of fucking walking up those stairs. Our first one was on the bottom floor, or were they all on the second floor?
Second.
Dude, I remember, walking up those stairs. I remember I broke Leo's kombucha bottle, and I felt so bad because they were like $3. I'm like, God, dude, I can't. Felt so bad. I remember going to Sprouts, getting sandwiches, going to Costco after sparring. Me, you, and Jordan Johnson getting some. Oh, dude, so many good memories. Brokest times we were.
Yeah, and I don't remember not being. I remember having anxiety though, a little bit of anxiety about not having like amounts of money to where I'm comfortable. So then I'd always be like, oh, I want to live in like a mini house, or I could live in an RV, just so like you don't have that pressure on you to. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah, totally. I swore to God, I would have told anybody in their face I was gonna be champ. Like I was so convinced of it. There was times where I'd go to a sparring, get my ass kicked, and fuck question it. But for the most part, like I knew it was. The only time I got bored is when you would go and hang out with Mariah up north or wherever, and I'd be by myself hanging out with Tony and his 8 cats. Like that was the only time I'd get homesick and bored as fuck, when I was by myself. But for the most part, I remember when Frank moved down there, we were or lived down there with us. Damn, those are some good fucking times.
You don't like being by yourself, do you?
Not as much. I mean, I don't. Do you like if you had to go home and sit by yourself for a few days? Would you love it?
No, but there is times where I do like being.
I enjoy being by myself sometimes, for sure, but not like all the time. Not when I'm.
Is it something that you avoid?
Being by myself. I could chill by myself for a little bit, play some COD. What would you guys do by yourself? Just get on YouTube and just sit by yourself, like. I'd rather be with Elena if I could pick. Be by myself or be with Elena. I'd rather be with Elena for sure.
Yeah.
The Spotify audiobooks I've been kind of digging. I have.
So what is by yourself though? If you're listening to a book or you're watching YouTube, you're not by yourself. You're occupying your mind with something else.
So you're saying just to shut everything off, like kind of meditation.
Sit outside. I bet I sit by myself with nothing more than you.
Most definitely, yeah.
So that's
good practice.
Truly by yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big. I feel like I'm with people every day, a lot of the day. But I'm when I get time to chill at home, I like it. Just chilling at home.
A lot of times I don't even come into the gym in the afternoon because I'm just sitting. I'm at home by myself. If Danny has Atlanta at work, like I by myself at home.
Yeah.
Depends where I'm at, but yeah.
That's crazy. You haven't smoked for how long?
I haven't been. I mean, yeah, it's been a long time. Every time I go through this, I always feel so clear-headed and just good. Then you make me take a puff. After the fight, you're like, trust me. I'm like, fine. Oh, yeah.
I love this shit.
But it's been even before, like I've probably smoked 3 or 4 times in the last 3 months. Even before I got the fight announced, I kind of just, for whatever reason, I just like didn't really like the way it was making me feel much. Like it was just like kind of a heady, like it was almost like I knew I wasn't supposed to be smoking for whatever reason. I just didn't like how it was making me feel. So I just haven't been smoking for probably like 3 months.
I sent you guys pics on Tim's Instagram from like 10 years ago.
2014.
I like Tim's IG because he doesn't delete anything.
That is fire.
Oh, dude, most people, is that a cool thing to do?
No, it's like people always archive. I always delete my old stuff.
Oh, you do? How come?
I don't know.
I have all my shit on there.
You don't want people getting rundowns on you?
Low key.
Damn,
2015, 2014. Look at Tim's throwbacks on IG.
Us in the moped, dude.
Hot. I guarantee I'm hot.
Tim with the
got
shirt
pulled
off.
over the reason we got a moped was to keep everything cheap.
I ain't got one with my shirt off.
Yeah, you do. I sent it to you. You said I'm ready.
Oh,
I'm ready.
Okay, that was back when I was looking skinny. That little side angle there, hide my love handles.
You and Mariah look fire. You guys' drip back in the day.
Damn, Mariah did have some drip.
It's fire.
God, dude, look at how fucking just skinny and unhealthy I look.
Is that when you first got Beetlebug 10 years ago?
Yeah.
That's crazy, huh?
I was such a skinny little, like my body was not meant to be that skinny.
And you just tried to eat clean and.
Oh, fuck.
Just got them hips, boy.
I know.
Chill, dude.
Was it?
Joke. No, it's Let
me go look at Sean's.
That's the Testy Fest we were at, working the Testy Fest there, which is pretty cool. Joe Diesel Riggs in the UFC, September 5th, 2015.
Damn. Time to stretch your legs a bit, says my Oura ring.
God, I get that alert all the time. Yeah, those fucking mopeds we got. That was a hell of a time.
Got pulled over the first day we got them. Drove to the lab. I didn't have license plate on the back of mine. So I didn't have a license, insurance, registration, proof of insurance, I got 5 tickets, and reason we got those was to stay cheaper.
How'd you get out of it?
Oh yeah, I did actually. I found some guy. No, allegedly, I found some guy to write up something.
Allegedly. I mean, it didn't happen, but what
What I have done if I could go back? I would have probably had someone pretend I had insurance and date it back and registration. Then I had to go to the courthouse and show them this false evidence
and pray it worked.
I'm kidding.
And it did. So
I'm
that's
kidding.
good.
It didn't happen. Oh, why are you laughing? Damn, dude.
It takes balls to do that.
I walked into that courthouse. This shit's real, bitch. No, I did. But so what's your 10-year plan? Do you want to? We're gonna stay in this joint. What are you thinking? You're gonna do you want to buy a fucking building? What do you think?
God, I'm trying to think of
flow?
I just don't want to get so big where it just causes a lot of unneeded stress. If I can just have my business running successful and it's not causing a ton of stress.
Yeah. That's
I mean,
true.
literally my goal is to be able to have enough space where my dad or mom can come down.
Yeah.
When they're getting older, have a place to live and have animals and hopefully have a baby by then, maybe
Bitcoin.
2, and have my Bitcoin just cooking in there.
In your wallet. That's a good goal. That's a goal.
Bitcoin. Dylan has a Bitcoin mining machine.
Yeah.
You hook it up to Wi-Fi and it sounds like a vacuum, and it mines like $20 a Bitcoin a day.
And he keeps it?
It goes straight to your Bitcoin wallet. Isn't that weird? Imagine if you had, but I'm sure there is places with warehouses full of Bitcoin mining machines.
What's mining
right?
Bitcoin even mean?
I know. That's what I'm curious about that.
It's
too.
all online. I just heard like the gas price of Bitcoin are very high. I'm like, that makes sense.
I think the gas prices when you're transferring it.
Yeah, but it's like, what is that even? How is? I don't know. That
Dude,
shit's hard.
dude, it's a weird thing. The Satoshi Nakamoto guy who invented Bitcoin, they don't know if
Is
he's
he
dead.
Asian?
They don't know if he's alive. But in his Bitcoin wallet, he has like 1 million Bitcoin.
So he's
Imagine he
anonymous.
lost
They
the
know his name,
passcode.
but they don't know where he is or who he is.
Or if he's dead, or if he's
Satoshi
alive, or if he's
Nakamomi?
fake. Yeah, like it's weird.
Sounds like a
probably
Pokemon.
Schmitt.
Yeah, maybe he's AI.
It
Maybe he
could be
lives in the
Schmitt.
internet.
Yo, is that Schmitt?
Better not
Schmitt's
be
new nickname is
Satoshi.
Eyebrow. If you want to try, give him that one a few times. Try it.
Satoshi.
No, call him Eyebrow.
Satoshi.
Okay, stupid. I got to go to a birthday party today. That's why we had to start right on time because I already told them we would. Trey, the guy that's GC in my building, his little dude's turning 1, so we're partying tonight, boy.
You celebrate those pagan events?
Buddy, JW. That's crazy, man. You'd say something like that.
Dude, honestly though, my 10-year plan, because just from
Oh, yeah,
watching,
yeah, yeah.
like, dude, is to have like I want to have kids in the future, and it, like you coaching too, like just growing people. I don't know, and seeing people evolve is like seems like the most rewarding thing.
You could be a
it's the
jiu-jitsu
best. So, like-
coach. You keep grinding. You get your black belt. You could fucking help run Tim's gym when we travel around.
Dude, I really enjoy Johnny's classes too, man. He taught me how to do like a calf slicer. That was sick. So
It's a trip
is
going
cool.
with Johnny. I went with him the other day and he damn near caught me in a footlock. I'm like, that's so wild how good he's gotten in that gi.
Brother watches jiu-jitsu. He's here every day. Even when he can't train, he'll come and watch.
I'm like,
The way
that's
he
weird.
teaches.
Because he's not an athletic person. He never played sports in high school, never played a sport. Isn't like the tough, gritty kid. I mean, now he is, but he was never like that. He built mental toughness and he built this skill, and it's fucking cool.
He was a gent.
Gents, putting him with the girls because he's kind of just a soft, skinny little dork. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll put him with the girls. He'll be fine.
He bounced around from gents to mechanic shop to this one to this gym to now teaching. Fucking
Yeah.
it's
sweet.
funny hearing you call him a skinny little dork though. It's just,
I kind of felt offended, honestly, on half of the skinny guys.
What about you, Brendan?
10-year plan? Just
yeah, that's it. And then hopefully have a house by that point.
You
too.
and your girl ever talk about
baby.
letting the nut rip inside?
Well, I mean, we definitely talk about future plans, but I mean, we're just not there right now. But I mean, want to be.
But
at
what
some
do you
point.
when you talk about it? What's it looking like?
What's it look? Oh man.
Is she like, hey, in 5 years, like I think we can do it, or
Well, we haven't put like a time on it or anything. We
You
haven't
should.
done like a 10-year plan or anything, but it's not a bad idea to actually, start putting it in writing to like make it to realize it.
Look at those pics I sent in the group
I know
chat.
this
Damn.
mother right here, the popsicle.
You guys are
burrito.
gang-
dude, I was on
back then.
mushrooms. I was on mushrooms in Montana when I took
The
that.
little selfie.
The one with his popsicle and burritos.
Fire.
What up?
The one eating. The one me and Tim was cutting weight. 2015. Jesus, me looking shredded. Jokes.
With your new girlfriend Schmitt. I mean, obviously it's not
Peter,
like
I mean.
any time close, but does she want to have kids in the future?
Yeah, she says she wants 3 kids.
Damn. Yeah. Are you one of them, or like you plus two, or?
I think you'd be a good dad, Schmitt.
100%.
I just want a family when I'm financially steady.
Yeah.
I just want to be financially right.
How much money is financially steady?
It's a good question.
That is a good question.
That's a good question.
That's very good.
With America's economy today,
40K?
probably over $100K a year for a job.
Damn, that's actually kind of a lot.
I
That's
wouldn't
what
say
most
it's a lot.
people-
For 3 kids, I mean, you gotta.
Oh,
better
with
be
3
making-
kids?
100K.
Or no,
Without
100
three
before
kids,
he
you
has
better
3
be making.
kids.
Dude, I'm telling you, you got to live. I was talking this with Brendan. Live comfortably and to own a home these days, you better be knocking down 100K or more.
As a couple or per
Person.
person?
Yeah, I think so.
What's your girl do for work?
She's a manager for a plumbing company. She
Oh,
actually
okay.
does 2 jobs at once right now, and what's cool about Diana is she really likes working, likes making money. She's got her own goals and shit.
That's fire.
She wants to own a home without having any debt. That's a pretty fucking solid goal.
So
Yeah,
like
fuck yeah.
own a home without having any debt, so you don't get you pay the house
Yeah, and
just
she
cash.
has like no school debt, no other kind of debt.
Well,
She
having a
seems like a smart
mortgage
girl.
is normal.
I'm super lucky right now because I don't have any debt.
Yeah.
Dude, you're richer than
Weed debt.
fucking 75% of people.
And I'm sitting here debtless with the college degree too.
Yeah, which is pretty good. I feel like your YouTube eventually is gonna go.
I hope so.
You're a good YouTube personality. You've been sticking with it for the longest
Consistent.
time.
It's really all I like to do. I love podcasting. I like talking to people. I like making people laugh. It's really all I want to do.
6 years.
You have been consistent. I'll give you that. You've been popping out. When's the Tim pod drop?
Thursday.
Damn.
I always drop my pods with people on Thursdays.
Okay. See, look, it's been more consistent. I've been throwing those on. Pretty much listened to all of them, or at least started all of them.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah. I leave a comment, like and subscribe.
So if you had to choose, you were able to choose, would you want 2 boys and 1 girl, or 2 girls, 1 boy, or?
I'd like 2 girls, 1 boy, and I'd like the boy to be the youngest.
But wouldn't you want the boy to protect the?
He could
younger
protect
girls?
still.
You can still
If
protect.
he's the young.
Imagine he's
yeah.
Schmittys
Yeah,
size.
It's kind of how I grew up, I guess. I grew up with 2 older sisters, and I don't know.
Oh, okay. Man, that'd be crazy. 10 years, we all got our little kids.
Just our tribe.
The cool thing, like, it would be really cool to have kids along with all you guys so they could all grow up together. That would be fucking
That
I'm
would
pretty
be
much down
fun.
to pop out a baby whenever. So let me know.
Same.
Kidding. Jokes. God damn. I know. I'm hoping.
What if one of our kids fell in love with one of your kids?
I'd say no.
Yeah, I'd say we're not doing that.
Yeah, that's incest. Remember, we're brothers.
We're
That's
just
incest.
not doing
I look at
that.
him like, Tim, but do we stop love? What if it's your son, my daughter?
And
Then
his
I
son,
should be
and
the
his
one with
son
the
wants an
problem.
open relation.
Yeah, no.
And he's just fucking.
I'd be like, listen here, honey, darling.
You're better than that. God, because I'm just hoping a couple houses by my house go for sale. This 5 acres, this guy's house. Just what else we got going on the rest of the day? You training? You probably shouldn't.
Maybe.
A little tequila, sweat up the key.
Maybe. I wouldn't mind getting a couple games in. What about you?
Oh, dude. Oh, that's why I had to.
Tomorrow's Labor Day, huh?
That's why I had to schedule this on time so I could go to this birthday party so I could get home to game in time.
Because you're going to the birthday party right after this.
I'm going straight there.
Did you get a gift? Nerf
Danny
gun
did.
or something?
Dude's one. That's dangerous, dude. You're gonna be a shit dad, dude. Jokes.
Are you guys gonna vote?
I feel
Kamala.
Mariah and I were
Jokes.
talking about it. We're like, maybe it should be we should vote.
Maybe you should require everyone at Red Hawk to vote for the same person.
Yeah.
Dude, no, listen.
That'd be sick.
Listen to this. Listen to this. This is trippy. Every time Rogan has Mike Baker on, a former CIA agent guy, I always listen to him. He has him on all the time. He said over 1 million votes in Texas were found fraudulent. Like 500,000 people were either illegal immigrants or dead. Over 1 million votes in Texas alone were just found fraudulent or
Wait,
whatever.
From which one? From which?
For
Just this one?
that were something to vote, that were registered to vote was 1 million people. I think it was 1.1 or something that were registered to vote. I don't think they had voted yet, but they were registered to vote because you don't have to show your ID to vote.
Well, yeah. I mean,
That's crazy because it's racist. That's
I'm
what they
just
say.
still like, to me, I'm even like, how the hell did we go from Trump being president to Biden being president? Like, where was the country at mentally to where now where we at?
Well, they're saying how much? 500 million, $500 million. Kamala's. Is that the Democrats or Republicans? I forget. I don't know if I can know.
Yeah, she's been raising money quick.
They've raised over $500 million.
It's probably a lot of the like Hollywood stars that are supporting her and shit.
You know what scares me about Kamala?
That was a little racist. It's Kamala. Or Kamala.
With Hillary, we knew. Like, she just had that face about her. With Harris, I just can't read her.
How do you can't read her?
She
doesn't seem super smart.
I just feel like she's gonna be that if she were to win, strict on law and order. So like,
so are you more right wing or left wing?
I'm Trump.
Oh, he is a leftist
right
pig.
Wing.
He's a leftist pig.
I'm straight up centered.
No, Trump.
That's what I was telling these guys. I'm like, I wish we had someone very smart that we respected to sit down and say why Kamala is better than Trump. And I'm sure there's people out there like that.
Oh, man. I'm sure we could find the right person to sway us.
Yep.
No.
Good luck. You have to find someone who's a good actor, dude.
Really?
What policy has she brought up?
That one.
But you voted for Biden.
I know.
And you're wearing a Kennedy shirt.
I did go to college, and I got indoctrinated into the left-wing agenda. But
that deserves to get your back whipped after this.
You do have to get a whipping.
A part of me hates politics so much because people hate each other so much because of them. When it's like, we're all dumb.
It's so weird. It's 50. It's like split in the middle, 50-50. It's so weird.
For you?
No, always.
Oh, I know.
It's just, how is it always so close?
Well, it's always on those CNN sites that says, yep, 50% here, 49% here. It's
well,
like,
that equals 90. But I guess it could be 1% somewhere else. But yeah, it's weird how it's always split 50-50. Isn't it?
Why I like the idea of just whatever the gym goes with, I'll go with. I don't want the responsibility. I don't want the responsibility.
Trump.
You guys are leading it.
God, we didn't talk about Tommy's fight.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Tommy was supposed to fight. Had a huge fight on Contender Series against Bashy, 12-0, 22-year-old young buck. Fucking Monday before the fight. Tuesday.
7 days before the fight.
No, it was Monday to training. Monday afternoon. So 8 days before the fight.
It was Tuesday, 5:30 practice.
It was Monday.
It 100% was Tuesday.
All right, well, whatever. I'm going to check.
No, it was Tuesday, 7 days before the practice. He come in. I said, hey, come in, do some flow rolls. He wanted to go live. Goes live, got mat returned onto his shoulder, and fucked it up. And he still wanted to fight. He couldn't even goddamn lift the thing. And the doctor's even like, hey, if you want to, it's a good way to fuck someone's career up for good.
That sucks.
It just sucks because that was 10, 12 weeks of complete focus and hard sparring and hard training. But it could make for a cooler story. They were hoping to get him back week 9 Contenders if he can get healed, but I don't know if his shoulder's going to be even ready for that. But the UFC has all his paperwork, all his blood work, everything done. He has videos on him. So those are the type of guys who get short notice fights and then hopefully get a win and then fight Bashy in the UFC if Bashy makes it. So we'll see.
Our buddy Dorian got the shot. Short notice. Kid we've been sparring with a lot. Not as much this camp as previous camps, but he got a short notice fight against that kid. It was going to be a tough fucking fight, but I was pumped that he got it.
Yes, Dorian, nice fucking kid.
Dorian Ramos. God, that'd be so fucking sweet to watch him win. That'd be so sweet.
Just had a baby.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Viva la Mexico. Viva Mexico. But yeah, so that's that. What else, man? We covered politics like we usually do. We covered MMA. We covered 10-year plan.
You know what's funny, Schmitt, is hearing you and Dylan go back and forth. He has Dylan sits at home and just listens to all Andrew Tate all the time, all day.
That's fine.
He's subscribed to the Real World, so he's like a mini Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
He is, huh?
Yeah, he says pretty absurd shit.
Like what? Give me something.
Like he's one of the only, what did he say? He's one of the only real males left on this earth.
That sounds like some shit.
Yeah.
You gotta bring him on here for like just a 5-minute segment.
Yeah, it'd be good. And he said, he was saying about all his multiple wives, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's gonna have 12 wives. Yeah.
Should we just call him Dylan?
He's like, when I'm in the top, he's like, when I'm a fucking top G in the UFC, knocking motherfuckers out, making millions of dollars, these bitches will be happy.
Yeah, it should be real easy to find a girl that'll be okay with you fucking other bitches.
He's a funny bastard. But
funny.
God, the thing about having multiple baby mamas is it's like, how much attention is that kid gonna get from you?
Depends where you live. Depends if you have a compound.
But still, like, you have 12 kids and you only have
12.
How many?
Like 3 or 4.
And
You can't hang out with more than one kid at a time.
Well, you already naturally, as a human, like, the first kid's your everything, and then the second kid you're like, about, because you already been there,
Well, it takes a
done
tribe to. You don't need to be with it all the time. Every day, I think you need to see your kid every day. But it's like they go to work, you go to work. They're with the baby moms.
I feel like that's what I was telling Dylan. I'm like, dude, unless you have some religious beliefs like Mormonism or whatever it is, it's going to be hard to get women on board with, all right, I'm going to share this guy.
Pretty much impossible.
Yes, what I was telling
Pretty
Dylan.
much impossible.
Pretty much fucking impossible, buddy.
Yeah, it's an main issue.
But you guys going back and forth is fucking hilarious on the Confidential, bro.
I like it. It's fun.
It's funny.
Dylan Tate.
Yeah, because he's doing a peptide for his brain.
Oh,
brain peptide. So that's why he was going off yesterday. Huh?
Just injecting it into his skull.
Yeah.
He's out in the parking lot just doing kicks and shit with his dog running around.
Oh, we love you, Dildo.
Yeah, good old Dylan. It's a Dylan thing.
Dylan scares me, though, because he might actually black out and beat my ass one day.
You never know.
Because I fuck with him a lot.
No, you wouldn't. But Montana, possibly September 21st, trying to get Ezra a fight. Got JoJo a fight. Joe Diesel Riggs might come with us.
Oh, my God. That
So we'll
would
have
be
a
funny
hoot.
as fuck.
We will have a hoot.
Have a hoot. Boo, scoot, and boogie. All right. Rob's 13 days away from getting knocked out. We'll be back next week with episode 302. Thank you to our sponsors.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. Comment what you guys think below. And check out all the links in the description. We got a lot of shit going on. So check it out. And thanks to our sponsors, Ketone IQ and Antidote. Antidote. Because they're very good. They're very good.
Aries.
And Aries. Aries Tech. They're very good too. Aries Tech.
New sugar drop.
Hey,
New
sugar drop. We're dropping it, I think, Tuesday now. It was going to be Thursday, but I didn't give you enough time to get it in time. So we're doing it motherfucking Tuesday.
Yep. So. All right, guys. See you later. Love y'all. Bye-bye.